In the last episode of the Sabang to Merauke journey, I arrived at Buton Island, and together with my local friend Mario, we explored its unique culture, impressive history, and local stories. But in today's episode, we're going on a proper jungle adventure with the real jungle man.
If you're afraid of bats, don't come here.
We will go on a challenging trek deep into the wilderness of the rainforest in search for all of its hidden gems as we encounter its various inhabitants. And by the cliffs of the south, we learn why you should never wear a red t-shirt when venturing out to sea, as we visit a small piece of hidden paradise.
This is so cool in so many ways.
Selamat pagi, guys. It is another beautiful morning here in Indonesia, and it is now 7:48, and Mario and I are on our way on another adventure. So we're both a little bit tired today because it has been several days of going on trips, but today is going to be a really interesting day because we're going into the jungle. And Mario, what are we going to see in the jungle today?
We are going to see two waterfalls. There is a secret spot, like hidden gems.
And we like hidden gems. But actually today we're bringing a guest, and we are just on our way now to pick him up. And his nickname is Jungle Man, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
So let's go and pick up Jungle Man.
The only problem was, the Jungle Man wasn't home. But he appeared a few moments later. He had just been out selling his homemade alcohol from the forest.
Alright, I've now met our Jungle Man, and his name is Imux. Mario tells me that 14 years ago, out in the middle of the jungle, he was there on a trip with a friend, and suddenly this man was coming out of a cave just walking with a machete, and they were a little bit scared. And it turned out to be Imux, and yeah, that's when they first became friends. So I think Imux is ready now, so let's go on a jungle trip with the Jungle Man. Yeah. Imux asli sini?
Ya, enggak, saya memang asli Buton.
Okay.
Asli Baubau.
So Imux have insisted that we drove in the car all the way here into the forest, and the road is rather questionable. I don't think this car is made for off-road. Do you think it was a good idea to bring the car here?
No, not good idea.
A few moments later.
Alright, I think we're ready to start a trek into the rainforest. And no doubt we have arrived in the rainforest because listen to this.
Imux then rolled a quick smoke, and we were ready to get the adventure started. It felt good being back in the jungle again. And it only took us a few minutes of walking before we had our first encounter.
Mereka mau gigit kami atau?
Tidak digigit orang, tidak.
Ya.
Cuma dia naik saja, dia makan. Kalau dia lihat orang, dia lari dia. Itu macam tadi dia lihat kita langsung jalan dia.
They're difficult to spot but easy to hear. Just 5 minutes in. We are not alone out here. So we have established there are some massive spiders out here. And I just asked... There we go. And I just asked if there are any dangerous animals out here, snakes or venomous spiders, but no. Up in the north, there's more.
Imux then showed me a jungle hack that I haven't seen during my trips until now, because this tree was filled with water.
Berat ya?
Kasih dulu.
Up squat.
Obat.
No? Enak ya? Water straight from the jungle. So this is one of the ways that Imuks, he makes his income. It's coming out here. Because up in some of these trees, there are a lot of honey. And the tree he just showed us, he can climb up in. He had actually previously collected 10 liters of honey up there. And he can then later sell it for 200,000 rupiah for a small bottle. So for those 10 liters, he said he could make close to 4 million rupiah, which he then shared half with a friend who helped him get up in the tree. Imuks is the real jungle man of Buton Island.
We continued for hours, meeting no other people. Nothing but rainforest, as far as the eye can see.
Alright, we have made it to the river. It is so hot, oh my god. We are around 2 hours in, and one thing I can tell you for sure is you will never find this waterfall, these waterfalls, unless you bring Mario and Imuks. Impossible. Wow. There is a trek, but it is so difficult to see, you could easily confuse it with, no trail. So if you ever decide to come here, definitely want to bring our jungle man and Mario.
When you're covered in spider web and you feel like you're being cooked in your own sweat, it was rather nice to finally soak my warm boots in the cool river water. And there we found a small opening to rest before checking out the waterfall.
Alright guys, this is the first waterfall, and now we're just taking a small break, drinking some coffee, rokok, and santai. And Mario tells me that sometimes you also do camping here, yeah? Yeah. What a great spot to do camping. So happy. Kopi dulu.
You can't exactly swim at the Kantongara waterfall, but the view is absolutely majestic.
So now we're going to the second waterfall, but this path is slightly dangerous because that is what we will be holding on to. Ini kuat ya? Oh my god. Okay, we made it. That was steep, and there was just like fire ants everywhere. Everywhere you're holding or touching, you just see these red fire ants everywhere. Okay. Terus.
I assumed that would be the hardest obstacle of the day. But as we got deeper into the jungle, the trek only got more challenging.
That was awesome. Hutan. You don't want to grab this branch. That's gonna hurt. Alright guys, it is 12 o'clock and we have almost made it to the last waterfall. We can see it and hear it right there. Let's go. Okay. Oh, God. I think that's the most beautiful waterfall I've ever seen. We made it. Oh my
God. We had arrived at Samparona waterfall. Mario tells me if there's a big storm here, this entire area gets flooded. And you can swim here as well, but we decided to wait because the best part was yet to come.
Alright guys, it's 1 o'clock and now, before having our lunch, we're gonna head to our last spot for the day. The secret, hidden, special gem. Yes, very excited to see this. So we got at least 30-40 minutes track to get there. And yeah, then it's time to head back and get some makan siang. A little bit tired, quite thirsty, but I can't drink all of my water yet because we still got a long way back. Luckily we have the jungle man with us today.
It was the final stretch, but it didn't exactly get any easier. It got real steep, and every step has to be evaluated, as loose soil and leaves makes it easy to slip.
I think we're gonna be tired when we get back tonight.
Look at the tree. Look at the tree. Wow, this
Oh, I'm telling you guys, my legs are jelly. Oh, this trek is a little bit harder than I thought it would be. Welcome to Kepulauan Buton.
Imux finally told us that he could see we were getting close, as he spotted white feces of the animal we were looking for.
Alright guys, we have made it to the secret location. Now we have to climb up that wall, and it's difficult to see on the camera, but in there, there's a deep cave. And in there, we're gonna find something a little bit scary. Let's go.
Imux then prepared his jungle tool, which he said that we would be needing for this final leg of the journey.
It is so steep and there's nothing to hold on to. Ah, now I can smell what we're going to see. Oh my god, how are we gonna get down? We can actually hear the animals inside the cave now.
The ammoniac stench of bat feces and their high-pitched screams were all around us. And as we got further in, I was about to realize that this was no small cave. And within minutes, Imuk spotted one of the reptiles that we were looking for.
Look guys, it's a python snake. And it is massive. Oh my god.
But you gotta mind your steps, because snakes and bats are not the only reptiles in this cave. Underneath the rock wall, a monitor lizard had caught a bat which he was slowly devouring.
This is so cool in so many ways. But I will say this, it absolutely stinks in here of fat shit. Boy, and there's small bugs everywhere. I feel like I'm in someone's nightmare. If you're afraid of bats, don't come here. Oh my god, I've never seen this thing in my life. It's crazy. The craziest thing, there's not even one bat that has flown into us. So they use the sound that bounces off the side of the walls. So that's why they're not hitting us. Jesus. The more you go into the cave, the more bats there is. Oh my god. This is crazy. I cannot believe this. Oh my god. How deep is this cave? Deep, yeah?
It's quite deep.
This is without a doubt the biggest bat cave I have ever seen. There has to be millions of bats here. Even if Batman came here, I think he would be scared. Oh my god. This is what happens when you go inside of a cave full of bats. They shit all over you. Oh, you also have a little bit of bat shit.
Later we will count.
Yeah, later we will count. Oh, I also have bat shit. Yummy.
But that whole thing about the bats not hitting us, well, that didn't last very long.
Oh, one bat fly right into my neck, right here. Gone. Oh, what? This is without a doubt one of the craziest experiences I have ever had during my travels. Alright guys, best surprise of the day. He ended up catching a massive python snake. Berapa meter?
2 meter lebih.
2,5, yeah? So guys, I just tried to hold it on one side, and what he does with his tail is he grabs my hand super hard. He's actually really strong. He's trying to like pressure me. So yeah, it's a little weird. His skin is super soft and smooth, but yeah, he is strong. He's really holding on tight to my arm. And luckily Om is holding on tight to his head, because otherwise I would have a problem. Alright guys, I have no words for this experience. I am so amazed. Now it is time for us to head back down this crazy steep hill, and then we got probably 2-3 hours of hiking. So but yeah, fantastic experience, Mario. Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Oh, how do I get down here? We did it!
So to celebrate another successful trip, Imux and I enjoyed a quick swim under the cool waterfall. And it's not very deep, so if you stop by here, this is a must.
Alright guys, it's been a fantastic day, but now it's time to go home. We got probably 2 hours ahead of us, so we gotta speed it up a bit before it gets dark. That's pulang.
And if you come here, make sure to bring plenty of water and snacks, so you will have some energy for the trip back as well. And after roughly 11 kilometers of hiking through the rainforest, we were back at the car once again.
Good job, good job.
It had been some incredible days on Buton Island. But before leaving, Mario told me that there was one more place I simply had to see before leaving again. So he picked me up in his car and we set course for the coastline.
Selamat pagi guys. It is another beautiful morning here in Indonesia, and this morning we are going to our last spot here in Buton. It is time to finish my trip, so Mario has invited me out to this little village called Wasuwemba, around 2 hours from Baubau. And here we actually have a captain waiting for us that's gonna take us to another hidden gem here on Buton Island. We've brought a couple of coconuts that Mario just took from a tree here nearby. And now let's grab the gear and let's go out and see another beautiful spot here on Hutan Island. Let's go. Selamat pagi, Pak.
Ya, selamat pagi.
Salam kenal, saya Chris.
Ya, Chris. Mudaf.
Mudaf.
Ya.
Salam kenal, Pak Mudaf.
Ya, oke.
Captain?
Yes.
Yes. Selamat pagi, bro.
Pagi.
So, what is the name of the place we're going today?
Lakadao Beach.
Lakadao
Beach.
Beach.
One of hidden gems in Buton Islands.
Oh, and we like hidden gems, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oke.
Salam kenal, saya Chris.
Armin.
Armin? Salam kenal. Dan siapa namanya, bro? Hah? Rido. Salam kenal.
Amin was wearing a red t-shirt, and that wasn't a very good idea, according to Palmudif. He said that this might cause big waves out on the sea, but we decided that it was worth the risk. And Palmudif then pulled out his fishing line, and it didn't take long before he casually pulled out a fish. Apparently, using a fishing rod is rather overrated. The waves didn't look too good though, but it was hard to care too much, as the view along the way was breathtaking. But once we arrived at Lakadao, it seemed that Palmudif was right about the red t-shirt after all.
Can we swim out again? Yeah, okay.
But for safety reasons, the captain thought that we should wait a bit. So we took a small detour along the coastline. And after about an hour of waiting, we decided to make our second attempt.
Alright guys, we've made it back to Lakadao, and it seems they've decided that it's safe enough for us to take the boat in, so crazy. Alright guys, we made it here to Lakadao Beach, and it is a beautiful beach. The water is really nice and clear. Only problem is that there's a lot of waves. Normally it's not like this, the captain says. It's because the eastern wind usually comes in June, but it's come a little bit earlier. So I think we will swim a bit here, have some lunch, and enjoy the view. Because after about an hour and a half on that boat, I'm quite seasick. Oh yeah, sit down.
The tourism office has built some cabanas here, but I think it would have looked better without it. If you, however, walk down the beach, you'll see the fishermen's small pondocks, which definitely suits the look of this beach a lot better. But what makes this place so famous is the wooden house. sitting on top of a big rock. And this is great, because there you can sit comfortably and enjoy the view. You can even camp here as well.
I gotta say, guys, this little cabin is kind of cool though. Mario is preparing a bit of food for us. And then if we walk this way, wow, very, very small. Wow. Jump, jump. And we can sit right here and enjoy this view. Not too bad, yeah? Now, it's around 12:30 and it's makan siang time. So, let's get something to eat.
Mario then cooked a bit of lunch for us, and I couldn't have imagined a better place for a picnic. But I then briefly mentioned what time it was, and our captain suddenly got a very serious look on his face.
Well, guys, we suddenly had to leave in a hurry because the captain just looked at the time and told us we gotta get to the boat, and we gotta get to the boat fast because the tide is getting low, which means that the boat won't be able to come up here to the beach. So yeah, gotta get in the boat and go back, unfortunately. But it was a great little stop here on the house on the rock here at Lakadao Beach. However, I will say, if you come here, go on a day where it's not wavy like this. This is not easy. Oh. And in 5 minutes we were back on the boat. I could see the panic in the captain's eyes when I told him it was 1:30, so we made it.
Even though our visit had been short, I was happy. But if you do come here, you probably shouldn't wear a red t-shirt. And as it was time for me to go to the next island, Mario and I went back to Baubau.
Alright guys, and that is gonna be the end here from Hutan Island. Mario, it has been a fantastic trip.
Thank you so much, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bro, this is why I wanted to make this outro here with you, because I wanted to tell you that you have done such a fantastic job as a tour guide.
It's my pleasure.
You have been proactive, you're structured, you're good at making a plan, you are helpful, you know so much about Buton. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And this is a little bit more than we agreed, but you deserve
Thank you.
every cent of it.
Thank you.
And I also have this for you. Special ole ole, so you don't forget about me,
Yeah,
yeah?
you know that I took a picture and video with your t-shirt yesterday. So
Exactly.
now I have this one.
Now you have your own.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Don't forget to visit Buton Island, and if you do, Mario is the man you call.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one, and until next time. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.